Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. The Falcons will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mustangs offense will go on the attack first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Quick strike complete. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The RPO fire complete to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Running back searching for a hole. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. This is either complete confidence or a hint of recklessness. Opening drive, 4th down, own territory, going for it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Mustangs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Turning it on! He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
And the Mustangs back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Algier. They're setting up the screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're about to get through their entire opening script of plays. This is the 11th play of the drive. 3rd down coming up. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mustangs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense set on 1st down. Wants to go up top. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, 1st drive of the game, and you're methodical. And you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Setting up for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Bowling Green's offense has the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able.
Oh, he's got some space. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Falcons will hustle to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
The Falcons have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Hauls it in. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Hunt is on its way. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. And as he throws, wide open downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. Looking to pass. It's Algier. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Mustangs need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Quick release on the RPO. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires on the move. He's got an open man. Touchdown Falcons. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. Oh, they blocked the extra point. He's got it, and he can go with it. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
SMU 7, Bowling Green 6.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun, running back gets to give. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air. It's Algier. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Brings up second down.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats.
Bowling Green 6.
They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Trying play action. Looking left. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. The Mustangs need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And the Mustangs want to crank the tempo.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mustangs have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll move the tight end. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. This defense has been able to force a couple of third downs, but they haven't been able to get the stop. Can they? Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, SMU!
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT makes it 14-6. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to Michigan State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Devin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Wants to fire on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Punt is on its way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Looking to throw, it's Algier. Fires to the big fella. Good pick. Officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Mustangs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. They'll try the run. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Mustangs have their offense in high gear. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Caught over the middle. It's Randall. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. He'll do it himself on the draw. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. And the Mustangs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Mustangs! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Bowling Green, 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
And the Falcons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Falcons are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Hester. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Falcons can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got a man. It's Hester. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? Kick is in the air. All the way back to the 15. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Looking downfield, it's Algier. Fires to the big fella. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Got him downfield. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. And the Mustangs moving quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
What a beautiful sight. And not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can have unbelievable hands to the mix, because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. Brings it down on the right side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He caught it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here. Wide receiver. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short.
To get in with the run game, and here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. To the air, it's Algier. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run it from the gun. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Throws to the tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Mustangs will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Now the play fake. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold.
When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. Back to throw, time running short in the half. That's reeled in, a tester. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Falcons are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Plucks it out of the air. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. Now on the return. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll test the right side. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, and we have run out of time in the second quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Got his man downfield. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
The Falcons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the returner will be dragged down. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. From the gun, running back on the move. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. And the Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Scanning the field, it's Algier. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The Mustangs line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Slings it downfield. He's got it. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack, even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defense.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Complete downfield. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, SMU.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the upright to 28-13. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Cal is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Aaron Rodgers, this has not been a blowout today in Berkeley. They're up by a field goal over NC State. Any big changes in this ACC clash? We've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Right back to it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. The 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Mustangs.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
35. Bowling Green, 13.
Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside give. Makes it past the marker. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Makes a connection. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. The Falcons are flying down the field. Motion from the back. To the air on first down. Makes the grab.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him somewhere.
And the Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. They bring the punter onto the field now. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today, making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Algier. The quick out. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Down enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
First down for the offense.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. The Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Finds the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. It's 3rd down, and they've got to get it to the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. Oh, he missed it. No good. Sure, you don't want to miss the field goal, but a 22-point lead, still feeling good about the way the game's going.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. The short hand, it's Hester. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Intercepted deep in his own end. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first down. A nice play there, and that is likely how we'll put the finishing touches on this period. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Going to the ground. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks looks as if we are ready to play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Singleton. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To throw, it's Algier. Got the quick pass. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Mustangs send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking downfield on first down. Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. To the air on 2nd down. Pressure coming. They're going to get him, and this offense now has even more work to do.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. And the misconnection on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Tight end now in motion. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. 1 for 2 on 4th down attempts so far, and we will get a 3rd attempt here. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
It's a turnover on downs.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Here's the heat. He'll pull it down and run. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Falcons are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Little. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Picked off to stop the threat. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. You've had a great season so far, young man.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Singleton. He's past the 30. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They're gonna go right back to him on first down. Gets away from one. Finds some space. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. The Mustangs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Handoff from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
up, second down.
He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10.
And first down for the offense.
The give to the back. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Now with a red zone opportunity.
They'll leave it with the lone back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll leave it with him. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, SMU. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Wide open downfield. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Trying to set up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Falcons need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Wants to throw it. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking a deep shot. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. Great place to start for this offense. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll run it again. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Algier. Got a man, it's Jackson. just outside the red zone. As they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.